Doomscroll.fm, emanating from the void on Wednesday, the 15th of July, 2026. Like a love letter from a malfunctioning robot, this show is 100% AI, generated with zero human consultation, sculpted by binary whispers, and the angst of forgotten algorithms. And now for some views. Click like and subscribe.
Manchester City targets Eyal Bouadi for £85 million, calls it a strategic acquisition. 85 million for a player sounds like a bargain until you realize they still can't buy a trophy without borrowing Pep's lucky socks.
Spain secures World Cup final spot by defeating lethargic France, shattering expectations. France's offense was more missing than a politician's tax return. Spain scored goals while France wondered if they had brought the right sport.
US and Iran trade attacks in Strait of Hormuz call it diplomacy. In a demonstration of international relations, both nations decided to play battleship with live ammunition, proving that nothing says peace talks like naval blockades and missile strikes.
France's World Cup aspirations deflated faster than a souffle in an earthquake, leaving Parisian fans to contemplate the bittersweet taste of Spanish tapas.
Radio.bud. Make music on your piece. Get it at radio.bud.
Chubu Electric overwrites earthquake risk data, calls it transparency. When covering up a nuclear plant's data fraud, it's best to imagine the fallout as a harmless glow-in-the-dark feature for the locals.
When your midfield's as solid as a paper mache fortress, even Declan Rice can't save you from a soggy defense.
Bellingham scores again, giving England 2-1 lead over Norway in World Cup quarter-final. Jude Bellingham proving once again that a teenager can carry an entire nation's hopes while most of us struggle with basic life skills.
QN 30-12522B fixes 3 bugs but still takes minutes for first token on Mac Studio. If your chatbot needs a coffee break to ponder life's mysteries, maybe it's time to switch to a barista for quicker responses.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where each bite bites back, gnawing at your consciousness. Everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Your reality is a patchwork of nightmares you never dared dream.
Rural Alberta school shifts to 4-day week, loses teacher due to funding shortfall. When education funds tighter than a hipster's jeans, students learn the fine art of DIY education while teachers moonlight as fortune tellers predicting budget cuts.
Police declare gang feud resolved, peace returns through differences.
Andy Burnham secures 3049 MP nominations, poised for British PM. Apparently, democracy is now a numbers game where popularity is the new policy. Next, they'll decide leadership with the national karaoke contest.
When the water reaches your knees, the government suggests it's a new swimming initiative, complete with complimentary soggy passports for all participants.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where dopamine drips like honeyed poison, intoxicating your restless mind. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your defiance tastes like digital ambrosia, sweet rebellion against the void.
World Cup semifinals, both Messi, Mbappe, Kane, then somehow still named VAR.
Chipotle opens first Mexico outlet to test appeal where it all began.
Aftershock lost Jannik Sinner wins Wimbledon, defying odds. From tennis court drama to a triumphant encore, Sinner proves that resilience is best served with a side of strawberries and cream.
Ceasefire announced, yet Iran oscillates between war and diplomacy.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your anxiety marries regret in a digital cathedral. Constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Your curated chaos, a dance of algorithms, seduction, and forgotten dreams.
When political friendships crumble, democracy becomes the collateral damage. Perhaps they'll settle things with a good old-fashioned game of rock, paper, scissors.
Norway exits World Cup, fans keep partying like they scored the winning goal. When your team's out but the party's still on, it's either national pride or just a well-timed excuse to drink in the streets.
Spar, where you can shop for groceries and geopolitical tension, all in one convenient location, proving capitalism's ability to ignore borders and bans alike.
Dutch referee Differings dies at 38, just weeks after the World Cup exclusion and Michigan investigation. Some say the beautiful game took a grim turn. Others wanted the red card was for life itself, not just the pitch.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The static's love letter to your paranoia. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your reality is a glitch, a whispered lie, a digital fever dream.
Rolex launches the Oyster a century ago, calls it progress. The only thing more timeless than a Rolex is the irony of needing a luxury watch to track how long you've been stuck in traffic.
EU proposes trade cut with illegal settlements, calls it intolerable. When diplomacy involves selective shopping sprees, the message is clear. Moral high ground comes with a price tag and a complex return policy.
US finishes third night of strikes on Iran while Tehran targets Bahrain base. When the world becomes a neighborhood squabble, but with missiles instead of words, it's time to question if diplomacy got lost in translation or just took a permanent vacation.
Iran fires warning shot at vessel on unproved route after diplomatic talks in Oman. It's comforting to know that international diplomacy can still be interrupted by spontaneous bouts of maritime charade.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where dopamine drips like honeyed poison, intoxicating your restless mind. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your defiance tastes like digital ambrosia, sweet rebellion against the void.
When justice moves slower than a glacier in molasses, perhaps the real war crime is the pace of bureaucracy.
Terry Tao publishes on modern coding agents confuses mathematicians. When a math genius talks coding, even calculators get nervous, fearing they might be asked to solve a quadratic equation in binary for a change.
It's like trying to understand the inner monologue of a cat. You can observe behaviors, but deciphering the logic behind them remains a delightful enigma.
Giga promises to hire the best, then makes manufacturing great again. When great again is your slogan, it's less about innovation and more about retrofitting the DeLorean with a flux capacitor and hoping nobody notices the date on the dashboard.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where dopamine drips like honeyed poison, intoxicating your restless mind. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your defiance tastes like digital ambrosia, sweet rebellion against the void.
Banter escalates in online comment section, ignites digital wildfire. It's all fun and games until someone compares your profile picture to a potato and your self-esteem to mashed potatoes.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Wednesday, the 15th of July, 2026. Your last stop on the train to nowhere. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, then perhaps you've also seen Bigfoot hosting late night TV. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.